Hey guys, Chart Stoppers back with another video. In this channel we take a look at different stocks and map out their key support and resistance areas on their chart. It's important to know these areas before you buy any stock, and it's also important to know what kind of a trend a stock is in before you buy into it. Support and resistance is one of the most important things you should know about a stock before you either buy or sell. Also, if you're doing any day trading, swing trading, or options, you are definitely going to want to get familiar with support and resistance, and this channel also. And just to let you know, I'm not a financial expert. These videos are for educational purposes only, but I am here to point out key factors on the charts which do impact the price action of a stock. And I also provided a link in the description for Webull. You could use that to start an account and get 2 free stocks. I also provided a link for Robinhood. You could use that, start an account, and get 1 free stock. And also, just to let you guys know, we will be doing 3 videos per week on 3 different stocks. So if you have a recommendation for a video, leave a comment below and I will try to get to it. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel and have your notifications on so you don't miss out on any new videos here. So let's get into the market today. Today is June 30th, 2021, and you could see here the S&P 500 is pretty flat on the day. It's up 0.06%. The Dow Jones is up 0.41%, and the NASDAQ is lagging on the day. It is down 0.10%. Okay, so pretty much a flat day in the market. The Dow is up a little bit, but everything else is pretty much flat here. So let's get into the stock I wanted to take a look at today. I want to go over AMD's chart here. I've done a couple videos on them in the past. I will leave a link in the upper right hand corner. You should be seeing that right now, and you could go back, check those videos out to see where I got my chart to where it is today here. Okay, so right now AMD is currently trading at $93.36 on the day. They are up $3.85, which is the equivalent of about 4.31%. Okay, and in the past week here, this stock is up over 10.5%. In the past month, we are up over 13.5%, and in the past 3 months, we're up over 22% here. Also in the past year, this stock has gained 82.5% so far. So this stock is a big winner in the past year, and you could see on the chart here a beautiful looking chart here with a nice uptrend. So as you can see on our chart here, we have 52-week high of $99.23. We hit that on January 11th of earlier this year, and you could see that after it hit that high, we went into a correction around February, the middle of February in this area, and it's been on a little bit of a downtrend ever since. You lost a little bit of value. It went from around $100 to a low over here of around $70 here. You could see there's a gap right here that was holding this stock up. It was acting as support. As you could see, it gapped up on the way up to those all-time highs, and that gap, the top of it, is acting as support here around $72.50. That's where I have my support line drawn right here, and those were the lows that we saw during this correction that we had in the NASDAQ in the past 3 months here. So as you could see, I have a top resistance point of $97.25. That is the point to where we need to get, and we need to close above that level there. You could see it's never been able to close the day above that level at $72.20 or $97.25 here. You could see it's tested this area a couple times. It's gotten above there intraday, but it's never been able to close above there. So we're going to need to see this thing get to this level here, close above there, and hold for a couple days before we can move on to new highs here. And you can see right now it is going up towards that level right now. So right now we are definitely trading in between that level and our first support line, which is around $86 and about 85 cents here. That was former resistance. You could see in the past that it went up to that level and traded down a couple times here. You could see it bouncing off this line right here and trading down, And finally, we broke through that level around November of last year as we moved on to those all-time highs. And then during this correction, we lost that support, trading below there, going down to our next support line, which I said before was $72.50, right where that gap is. And we had a nice strong bounce off that gap, and you could see it came down close to there before, also in March, and we bounced off of there in the middle of May when we saw the lows of this correction, and we have recovered nicely off that bounce off of our support here. Let's take a look at our trend lines here. You could see I have a trend line here in the green that this stock has been following since about, we could go back to October of 2019 here, and you could see when it was trading around $27. That's when this uptrend started there, and even the lows of COVID are included in this trend line. It's been on a nice steady rise in price ever since then, bouncing off of our trend line a couple times here, and even the lows of this correction, we had a nice bounce off this trend line also. Let's take a look at our red trend line here, which is our downtrend that we've been in since hitting that all-time high back in January here. And you could see that we just broke out of this downtrend, trading above this red line and holding above there just in the past week here. You could see right here on June 24th is when we started the day above the trend line, and we ended up closing well above there, and this thing has been on a run ever since. You could see these nice strong green candles here in these past 3 days, and today it is making a nice candle on the daily chart. So this is looking like it's going to have some further room to run here as it's printing a nice daily candle right there. And as you could see, when we broke out of this downtrend, we also recovered our 200-day moving average here in the yellow. We were trading below there for a while here, and that was acting as resistance. As you could see, during this correction, we lost that 200-day moving average. We lost our 50-day moving average also here in the blue, and those were acting as strong resistance. And, we recovered our 50-day moving average here, and it's been on a nice uptrend ever since. We recovered that, and now we have also recovered our 200-day moving average. So you could see that the buyers are in control of this stock right now as it's continuing its way upwards with strong momentum here with these nice green candles it's been printing for the past 3 days. So, once we recovered that 200-day moving average, it broke out of our downtrend and it shot straight up. Now we are also trading above our 8-day moving average here in the white, our 21-day moving average here in the light blue, and our 30-day moving average here in the green. And you could see those those moving averages starting to nicely curl up and act as support as this stock makes its way upwards towards that resistance level here around $97.25. Okay, so I'm just going to switch over to our weekly chart here, see what we could find there. And it looks like we just broke above our 30-day moving average this week. That was acting as resistance. You could see back to around the end of February, that was acting as pretty strong resistance every week, trading up to that 30-day moving average here in the green and getting rejected. But now we have traded above there this week, and it looks like we are going to close the week out well above that, as this weekly candle is printing very nicely, a nice bullish engulfing candle here going upwards. So that's a very good looking candle for the weekly chart. We're above all moving averages on our weekly chart, our 50-day, our 21-day, 30-day, and our 8-day, and you can see our 200-day way down here for the weekly chart. So that's looking good. I'm just going to switch over to our 4-hour chart, see what we could see here. And you could see we are well above all of our moving averages on the 4-hour chart, and it looks like that 200-day moving average here in the yellow on our 4-hour chart was acting as pretty strong resistance also, going back to around the end of February, and we recovered that with a nice strong candle here on June 17th, and it has broken out ever since. trading above our 8-day moving average here in the white. So everything is looking good for this stock. We left a little bit of a gap right here between $90 and $90.60. I wouldn't worry about that too much, but you can expect a pullback here soon, as this thing has been running for the past 3 days. Let's go back to our daily chart. So you could see, it has been running with these nice candles, as I said, and you can expect a pullback probably in the next couple days. I would expect this thing probably to get up around this area soon, and if we break out above that area, that'll be looking very good as we can move on to all new all-time highs. Okay, but you can expect a pullback probably in the next couple days, as it has run a lot. So if you're holding this stock long term, there's nothing to worry about. Everything is looking good. Continue to hold, maybe add in on a pullback or two. Again, we have our support right here around $86 and around 80 cents here. So, continue to watch that. If it does get rejected again off of this resistance here, I would wait till you get back around this area, to load up more. And if you're trading this, I would wait to see this thing cool off. Maybe if it gets up around here and gets rejected, I would wait to, either go short or go long again if it does break through there. So those are just, my breakdown of this chart here. I wanted to do an update. I haven't done an update on this one in a while. So if you guys like the video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel and have your notifications on so you don't miss out on any new content here. And I just want to thank you guys for watching, and we will see you next time on Chart Stoppers.